You ever honk at people when you're on the road?
Never.
Not even like.
Not even if they cut me off, because by the time they cut me off, it's too late already, and I don't want. Oh, man.
So, like, let's say it's just you and another person. There's one person in front of you at a stoplight, right? And shit turned green, and the person in front of you is not going.
I just.
How long do you sit there?
Oh,
for?
how long do I sit there? That's maybe like I'll sit there 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
20, 30 seconds, that's forever. The light would
turn. Yeah, because but a lot of
light
times,
would turn fucking red again.
Yeah, but the majority of the times, like there's been times where that happens. And I never honk because I'm like, oh, they'll catch it in the next 5 seconds. They'll catch it. And sometimes they catch it, and then I think the longest I ever took someone is probably like 6, 7 seconds. And I'm just like, damn, like.
No,
I never honk at them.
I never, like, I rarely ever honk at anyone. Like, hella rare. Probably once a year type shit. And this...
you know what now would honk? I would honk it if somebody is about to crash into me. Because the last...
Oh, like they're turning into your lane?
Yeah, because that's the last time that I honked at somebody, it was because I was on the freeway. And the lady next to me, she was turning into my lane. And luckily, she was turning into my lane slow. So I had a lot of time to adjust, and I beeped, and she just right away corrected herself. Like I was like, she's not coming into my lane. Oh shit, she is.
How close?
Pretty damn close.
Like were you guys like this? Like side to side?
Yeah.
Or she was in front of you?
No, she was in front of me.
Like barely?
She was gonna hit her, like the butt of the car. Yeah, was gonna hit the front.
Oh.
Until I honked at her, she corrected herself hella quick. That's the last time I honked at somebody, but that's only to prevent. And I'm like, what are you doing?
That hasn't happened to me yet. When I was at the light and then there's a lady, and it turned green, and it was just me. I was just the only one behind her. I sat there for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds. But after 10 seconds, like if I wouldn't have honked at her, we would have been there. We would have just been there. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? So then I went beep, and then she sped up hella fast, and then I'm like, oh, I still felt bad because it's like I was fucked up always honking at these people.
Why does the honk seem like a fuck you?
Yeah,
like fuck you, hurry up. Yeah, hurry up.
Because it's I think it's somehow it's associated with the people that pull up next to you and talk shit to you. So everybody automatically thinks it's negative, but I'm not sure if you can just double honk it, beep, beep, like so they know, because the double.
What did they need to make a new sound, huh?
Now I know people who drive and
a little lighter one.
A lighter? Oh no, they want it to be loud so they can hear.
Sounds like aggressive, but I guess so they can hear. But if you had a different one, that aggressive one is obviously when you're on the freeway or you're driving fast or whatever. You gotta have one for when you're still. She can hear that. You can say, hey, and she'll hear you. So
I don't know, but I know people who will lay on the horn. They would just stay on it. They don't just beep 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 or beep beep nothing. They just for like a minute holding the horn down.
Hey.
And I'm like, damn. But it's like, I don't know. I guess some people are not as patient as others.
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty patient guy. I think so. I think I'm more patient, but it's something that like it took time for me to gain because I wasn't patient like that before. I give people a lot of chances.
Yeah, and now I do. Now.
But when I was younger, I didn't. But now I do.
Because it's not worth it anymore. Too old to be fucking starting shit with people.
Right. Yeah, like, and people say, like, sometimes they'll be like, why didn't you say anything? Because why would I say anything? Why am I going to waste my energy? For what? It's not like, if somebody already did something, there's no taking that thing back. So why am I going to be like, hey, why was screaming, yelling, and then what? I'm not getting that time back. So it's whatever. And I don't like things altering my mood. At all. There's been a couple of times where like certain things upsets me. And I hate the fact that it does, but it just bothers me. And I hate it because it's something that I've been trying to control, but it seems like I have days where I'm just irritated all day. And the whole time I'm thinking like don't let anything trigger you, because like you're irritated up here. Don't let the irritation up here come out. So like a lot of times the kids be telling me things and I don't even want to hear them on those days. And I'm like I don't want it to be mean or nothing like that ever.
Just because you're not having a good day or whatever?
Yeah.
In your head or whatever?
And there's one thing I can't explain. And it seems like it just stays and I can't get rid of that. First, either it's like multiple hours or until the next day. Sometimes I just feel like going to sleep.
It probably is lack of sleep.
Sometimes I just feel like sleeping. Like I don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep. I wanted to just chill right now for the podcast.
No chill.
I just got here. But it's like, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I was just saying, I always remind myself like, damn, I'm blessed to even be alive. So what the hell am I complaining about?
How long do you think we're gonna, if you think like perfect world shape shit, you think we're gonna make it to like 90?
I don't know. I don't know. I think when I think about it, you're probably gonna outlive all of us. And hopefully you do.
I want to.
Yeah, hopefully you do. Because I feel like it'd be best case scenario. Because you'd be able to take Alex better than I would.
Well, I want Alex to go first, but I'm saying like I want to be the last one because I know it just seems like everything would be taken care of. Like everyone would be taken care of. And then I'm the last one to go. It's like, I mean, it seems like, I don't know, it seems weird maybe because we don't have kids right now. So it's like, it's not as scary to like death is not scary right now because you have no kids. Like it would not be something I would ever want ever for anyone. But just because you don't have no kids, it's like there's nobody depends on you right now.
I think that's how normal people think when they don't have any issues. But like when you start developing health problems, or if the doctor told you right now, hey, this shit's like you're gonna die soon, or you're gonna die, something like that, your whole thing would change.
Yeah, it probably would change, but I'm saying like it would only change like what I wanted to do, and I would do it when I want to do it. Like the work would no longer matter to me.
Actually, I try to think because I remember how like I think Russ said like imagine if you were gonna die, like you would change everything, right? You would do what you want to do, and you would get the work that you want to get done. Like it would almost accelerate the whole speed of everything. And I'm like, that's true. And he's like, why don't you do that now? And I'm like, I think I understand that, but I also think that it's not reality. I think when stuff is not reality, it's different, you know? But when it's in your face, and I think it forces you. It's a force.
When I was at work, one of the ladies from work was like, she was like, oh, she's like, how was your weekend? And I was like, good. Just small talk shit, like, oh, you know, I had to work, so weekend goes by fast, whatever. I was like, oh, how was yours? And then the lady was like, she's like, not so good. She's like, one of our friends is just got told she's got like 6 months to live. And I was like, are they pretty accurate with that?
What the heck?
I think she got upset. Like she probably, like, I didn't mean it like to be disrespectful or nothing, but
That's
it's just like
the wrong thing to say.
It's just like I've heard many times people say that the doctors misdiagnose them and give them so long to live.
I think it's just an estimate.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know what she has. I'm not sure. All I heard was 6 months, and I don't know what the cause is. So I'm just like, are they pretty accurate with that? And she was like, well, she's like, she's got stage something cancer, that like one of the highest ones, whatever it is, where like the shit gets in your blood. she's already fought it 6 times.
Damn. Is this a young person or
older?
Oh,
Probably 60s or 50s or something.
oh,
And she's already fought cancer off 6 times. So she told me like, oh, she's had it 6 times, beat it 6 times, and this time they found it in her blood. So yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. I was like, damn. But I was like, I didn't mean it to be like, I wasn't trying to disrespect her or the lady. Like I was just curious to know whether or not it's like how the hell do they know 6 months on the dot you're done?
I think they just view it as like the damage that's being done. And they just say like, oh, if they damage it, if you keep damaging at this rate, you're probably gonna die at this time.
Yeah, because she weighs 70 pounds.
Damn.
And she's got in her blood, which is like means you can't stop it. Like
I never heard of that.
I don't know. I was like, but I'm like, oh, that.
So then what'd you say?
I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know.
Oh.
And then she's like, yeah, so she's like, it was kind of a tough weekend for us. But you know, she's a fighter and she's trying to make the best of it and this and that. And I'm like, okay. But I don't like anything when it comes to like, I don't know what it is. I'm not good with like
but
emotions.
I mean, like, isn't that a weird thing to say? You know, like if I like, I'm not judging or anything like that. I think people just need to be what is it, consoled? Like they want to be talked to. Like they want to be like, hey, everything's gonna be fine, or they need a support system. I think that's why people share stuff like that. Because if things were like that were going on in my life, I wouldn't just, if I was talking to somebody, how's your day? I would to tell them. I wouldn't do that.
Seems like only the people that were close were the only ones that would know. Just because I don't like oversharing when it comes to our life, and I don't like. I like keeping that shit private as much as we can, but I understand why some people like because it's like I understand if you have nobody to talk to, if you live by yourself, you have nobody to talk to.
But no, I think a lot of people find comfort in talking to strangers because they have an expectation of like, there's a lot of times where I've heard like, I don't talk to my brother. I've been talking to like old school friends, and they tell me like, I've told you stuff that I don't even tell my brothers and stuff because they don't feel like as comfort with them. And it's easier to just tell it to a stranger, or like he's a friend, but like you don't know him, you don't really hang out with him all the time, and just to get his opinion and what he thinks and stuff like that, for some reason it helps them.
Yeah, I don't know, but it just I didn't know how to. I tried to switch it up the conversation as soon as I could because I didn't know. I don't like getting all like emotional stuff, like to tell him like, oh, come bring it in for a hug. Nah, I don't like doing any of that shit. I'm just like, yeah, sorry to hear that. That's it. And then I move on.
You think people expect that?
I think it's the common courtesy type shit. Like you're supposed to say it. Otherwise it looks fucked up. But then I don't even know how we got to this, but then she started telling me about people eating monkey brains.
What the heck?
And I was like, what the? She's seen the video of that? Like people, like, I'm not sure what country or ethnicity that they have monkeys and they like cut their head around. They cut like their top of their skull off, and then they have spoons and shit, and they just scoop and eat the brain. And I'm like, that's not real. She's like, yeah, there's videos on it. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I'm like,
in third world countries?
I'm guessing. Eating brains?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people eat. So that wouldn't surprise me.
People eat ass.
Damn.
That shit nasty.
Yeah. That's pretty gross. But I think like when I do think about like just life in general, I'm like, damn, like a lot of people do have it hard. And that's why I think it's important for me to like constantly be like, hey, life is good. All the time I tell myself, life is good. In the moment.
Yeah, the lady who brings us burritos was telling me like she always sometimes she'll talk to me about like hard times that she's been through and stuff. And I remember telling her like, oh, like, she was telling me about God. That's what she was telling me, like how much it's helped her. Like she said, a lot of times that it'll help her during the day to day, because sometimes she's like, I'm done. Like I don't want to do this no more. And then I'm like, and was telling her like, oh yeah, like our lives, like our family, like as a whole, is like damn near ideal. Like everything's like damn near perfect. It's just I telling her like, oh, probably should thank God more than I do, because it seems like I never do. And when I was telling her about like how good we have it and stuff, like nobody's in jail, nobody has like drug issues, none of that shit. She's like, life is good at times, but she said eventually, like there's gonna be shit's gonna happen. It's just how it is. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And like I grown to expect it, but it's gonna come out the blue, huh? It's like it's always gonna come out the blue, like you never expect the shit, and then boom.
But that's why you gotta enjoy the times we have now. Like be more aware. That's what I was telling you. In the moment. I live in the moment now. The only thing is I think I need to be more outgoing. Because I'm not. And I don't care to. Like, but I want to. Like sometimes when I have like I'm somewhere and I end up having like a random conversation and it goes good, I'm like, that was tight. You know, that was cool. Like it was, because I think it was like a different thing in my day. I didn't expect this to happen, and then it happened, and it wasn't shit. Like it didn't make me like, I want to get out of here type stuff. It was just like a quick whatever, and it was fine. Nah, that was cool. Like
when I went to Taco Bell the other day, the guy at the window was the younger kid, probably like, I don't know, probably like 19. He was like, you won't believe this, man, but the guy just came through here with the exact same truck, and then color and everything. And then he's like, well, what you should do to pimp it out, though, he said, I see you got the tires, but you should probably tint the headlights, the tail lights, and probably tint the windows. And I was like, I never had somebody had to do a drive through. It's always like normal, like
yeah, it's always robotic.
every drive through is like, hey, welcome to Taco Bell, place your order and ready, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, here's your food, have a good day. That's like that.
Yeah.
But this dude was just, it was weird because he took my card, took the payment, gave me my card back, and then normally goes back in, the window shuts. But this he after he gave me my receipt and my card, he just stood there for like I don't know, like 7-8 seconds with puro silence, just looking at the truck, and then looking like in his head, and then looking back at the truck for like 7-8 seconds. I was like, damn, this dude is a little weird, like, because it's just awkward. And then he hit me with that, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I've never had an interaction through a drive-through where a dude starts recommending upgrades to the truck just because he wants it to be a little bit more pimp. Because everybody always tells me this shit because it's been damn near stock. So he's like,
yeah,
you need to pimp it up because it's like, it looks like it's like a grandpa truck.
Yeah,
grandparent, like old people always keep this shit stock.
I just think, I don't know about you, well, maybe you, because you're more of a car guy.
No, I wouldn't say.
The only thing
I like cars.
The only thing I would do with a car, I would tint the windows. I would tint the windows just because I don't like people being able to see in.
That's the only perk, but it's like, I just don't know how often.
Sometimes you'll be eating too, though.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't really give a fuck either. But I'm just saying, like, one of the weird things about having like a see-through, like no tint at all, is when you like pull up to the light and you can see the person next to you. That's always been weird to me. And then like a lot of times they look at you like, and it's just a weird thing. And I try not to look because I don't want to lock eyes. And then it's like, oh crap, what the heck?
I always thought about waving it.
I thought about doing stuff like that. The other day, some guy waved at me driving by. Like he was coming this way. It was like a guy and a girl. They were driving this way, I was driving this way, and they both stuck their hands out the window and was doing this. Probably like just some, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's funny though, like if you pull up at a light and you lock eyes with somebody and you do something funny.
Or rev the engine or something.
Yeah.
I think it would be funny, but I think it's awkward. That's why
It
a
is
lot
awkward,
of times,
but it's only awkward for like it's only
A
gonna be
couple-
awkward for
yeah,
a maximum
yeah.
a few minutes, like a
not
minute.
even.
Yeah,
But a lot of times what I do is like, if they're parked more up front, I'll stay up a little bit back, so we're not directly line of sight.
yeah.
Or if they're over here, I'll go more forward, so we're not directly line of sight. That's what I do.
That's what I'd be doing too. But it seems like because if you're like this, it just seems awkward, huh? So either you pull up a little bit too much, or yeah,
Seems weird. That's what I do. That's because I don't really like that.
yeah. I just the whole tent is just I don't know. It just seems like you might get pulled over.
That's if it's too
like
tinted.
Yeah, but if you have zero tint, there's no way they pull you over for tint. If you have, because how the fuck they know? I think that if it's too dark, I'm sure.
I mean, they could tell.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure what the numbers. I know, like there's like certain numbers mean certain darkness, and I've known people who drive with the fucking black. You can't see shit. But then they drive at nighttime, you can't see shit.
That's the only thing I wouldn't like about that. There's people who like, but like the van, like thinking about tint, like the van that we have stock is tinted. Like the back is tinted, and that's probably like basic tint, and that's normal. But it was enough so people can't see in. It seems unless you get close.
Yeah, the tint. Yeah, it's fine.
They can really see.
You can tint the side. I think the driver and passenger windows.
All black.
I know there's a certain amount, but the windshield is the one that they don't want you to tint.
Like, at all. You can't tint it at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's unless you have a
people tint it though.
Yeah, they tint it, but you need a prescription.
Oh,
to be able to.
When you tint it from the inside, right?
Yeah, they put a little sheet,
like a film.
Yeah, there's shit tint. Remember how we went to Texas to the flea market? These motherfuckers wanted to tint your shit on the spot.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy, huh? Motherfuckers always they trying to, and then I'm like, when people are not from there and then they go there and they see that, it's like confusing because like when I went there, these motherfuckers were telling me to go to line up to get tinted, and I started going over there. And then I understood what they actually wanted. But I thought I was coming in. I was just trying to find a parking spot. I thought the guy was trying to guide me towards like which direction to go. And now he wanted to get paid and get my shit tinted. But I was in a rental. I tint it, take it back.
Yeah,
you probably get mad.
Think so?
Probably.
They'll charge you.
They might, unless they don't catch it.
Maybe they wouldn't though.
Yeah, you motherfucker tinted the windows.
Because they would be like, who did that? It must have been tinted.
Yeah, I'd be like, who the fuck would rent a car and tint the windows and then return it? Rent it for a day. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we're ready for another trip, man. And I think my dad's gonna have to go.
Another trip where?
Well, there's only one place my dad want to go.
Mom was talking about just on the idea of if I would be willing to move to California. And I was like, I think California is in the past. And I think I don't really want to go back there. It's like, even though I love it, right? My heart always in Stockton. There's nothing to change. Like really, if it wasn't for you guys, like if I was a loner, like I didn't have family like this, I would be over there. So it's like in reality, it's because I have like so much people around here, like such a solid circle. That's the reason why I'm here. And throughout time, it allowed me to become smart and realize like, oh, that shit don't matter. I gave that shit too much credit. Still love it. And that's home to me. I feel it. It's a feeling that I get there when I'm there. And yeah, as people would be, I think a lot of people wouldn't understand that. Like here, look at this shit. It's ugly. It's streets and shit. But I feel comfortable.
The air smells different. Like it's a different feeling. The wind hits you different. Shit feels good. Like it's just different. I don't know what it is.
I think it's everything. And then the culture, the people.
Yeah, and you walk everywhere. Everything looks. It's just we're accustomed to that look and the feel and the people.
I think because when you're over there, you're normal. And when you're out here, you stand out.
Yeah, over there you blend in like nothing.
Yeah, because I remember even like in high school, people would be like, because I said fool. I would say fool all the time. Like, yeah, this fool said this, or this fool said that. Or I would say hella. And they would be like, oh, like, what the heck? I would say soda. These fools would say pop. I'm like, bro, that's soda. It's soda pop. It's pop. But I'm like, no, it's not. It's just soda. But it's just a thing that everything's different. That's why I can't claim Michigan. It would be disrespectful, I feel like, if I claim Michigan. I'm not a Michigander, man. I'm hella Cali. I think you could just tell. There's been people who told me. I don't know if it's the way I talk or something or the way I look. But there's people who tell me like, oh, you from Cali, huh?
Yeah, the people always say, where you from though?
To you, maybe.
Like, where you from? Like, oh,
sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
I live in Saginaw. And they're like, no, but like, where you from though? And then you tell them, I'm from North Carolina. Yeah, right.
No, a lot of people be thinking that. I remember like that same question when I used to work in Northern Concrete. People would tell me that. Like, where you from? Like, I would always wear long sleeves. And there's people who thought I would bang. And they're like, why are you always covering up your tattoos? That's what they told me. Because I had long sleeves. And I was like, I got no tattoos. I just don't want to get burnt. Like, that's why I rock this shit all the way up to here. If I had tattoos, if I was in a set, I would leave them out. Bruh. I wouldn't wear long sleeve. Never. Unless it's cold. But other than that, I would leave my shit out. But he always thought, he's like, hey, like, he would always tell me that all the time. He's like, I know. He would always say to other people. The dude was like cool. It wasn't nothing crazy. But he would always say, this motherfucker never got a shirt on. Yo, every day, you got a long sleeve on. It's hot as shit. He would always tell me, you're not hot on there? A little bit, but nothing crazy.
It's because it's different. I think like today, 70 degrees, people probably out in shorts and shit. It's fucking cold.
Nah,
like,
it's not cold.
I mean, when I went outside, went out to the gym earlier, I was like, I should have put a hoodie on.
It was a little windy in the morning.
Yeah, it was cloudy.
But it was fine though. Like,
I went in a t-shirt and I'm like, nah, I should throw a hoodie on. Shit was cold.
Nah, I don't think 70's cold.
It's like, it's not warm.
I don't know. I think Michigan is starting to be not the spot.
It's not starting to give you feel like,
well, at least
you don't want to die here type shit.
Well, I never wanted to die here, but it doesn't really matter.
No, I just feel like there's
die.
Like we're missing some excitement from exploration. The exploration type of shit, and I always want to explore, and it's a lot tighter when you take your family with you. Like
I think the way we live and the way we operate is good because it's like if you live like this, everything is straight. But we need to take a little bit more risk, huh?
I just think we need to, like, we've never done a vacation as a family, never. Like,
because this shit's hard though.
I know it's hard, but I think it's expensive. But I feel like, fuck it, we need to do it, even if it sucks. Like, even if it's a lot of work, and then we should still do it. Yeah,
like mom tells me, like, we should probably go to Mexico again.
Not that though.
And I'm like, it's just a lot. It's a lot to travel to Mexico to go see everybody.
Yeah, going to Mexico.
And then it's like there's no where we were trying to go is just riding the bus. Like you had to land there, then take a bus for like 6 hours. And then in that bus ride, you get checked twice. There's like a stop that you actually stop, and then you get your bags out, and you get into a small building, and you put your bag on a conveyor belt, and they get scanned. In the middle of the road, there's nothing over.
You're in the desert and shit?
Just randomly, just to check randomly. I don't know why. And we have to do that every time.
And then you get back on the bus.
So you go to the city, and on your way back, you pass that shit again. So unless you don't have no bags or anything, they'll tell you pop the trunk. Pop the trunk, they'll look in there. If you don't have no bags, if you have maybe like 1 or 2 bags, sometimes you just show them if they're not busy. You can just show them if there's somebody there. or else you just pass it through the conveyor belt.
Mexico would be tight. Mexico, like for a city, would be tight to explore, but I don't think
I think there's
the
real
whole bus,
Mexicans over there.
but that bus shit just seems inconvenient. It seems too much of a hassle. Especially, I mean, I guess if you're trying to visit your like family, then it is what it is. But like, I probably wouldn't do that shit.
But like the core Mexican roots is there. You can just tell, like, this is Mexican. This is not U.S. Mexican. I mean, like when you go to Texas, it's kind of close. Like when you go down near the border, it's kind of close, but it's not Mexico. Mexico's a different feeling. Because all you see is Mexicans. You don't see white people. Or at least where I went, I didn't see any white people.
Nah, but you're deep in there though.
Yeah, you don't. You just see puro Mexicans, and they live differently too.
When you cross the border, is there like a fast pass? Is there like a lane for like a fast pass type shit?
Well, there's different like ways you can cross. Like you can drive through, you can walk through, and there's different entrances. Some are more busier than others. Because I went through the border and there was nobody there, and then I went through the border and there's hella busy road.
Because it seemed like you don't think it'd be smart for people to, like, let's say if you're a U.S. citizen and you live in Mexico and work in the U.S. and you just cross the border every day. I just don't know what that would look like as far as time. How early do you gotta wake up to cross?
Not that. Oh, because you're saying if you walk, you get in there fast. So people will walk.
Like if you park but how? Like what city is that you were talking about? Like one of the cities.
Probably over there, bottom California, San Diego, around there. Nah, it's lower. But like around there is stuff where you just walk by, and then there's, because you don't have nothing, you just literally walk in. You don't even get like searched or anything.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're just going to work, you don't need bags because you're gonna come back later at night. So you just need to park your car somewhere.
They're more worried about cars.
Yeah, because they don't want you to fucking smuggle shit in. But
there's a lot of like I heard stories that a lot of like near the border there's a lot of scammers there. It's because they supposedly see the people come whatever often, so they scam people or they'll get money out of you somehow.
If you don't think it's possible for somebody to push it in, like on your car, tape shit to the bottom of your car type shit?
Tape it?
Yeah, without you knowing?
Well, of course it's possible. That's possible here too.
But like, let's say if they tape it with a tracker or something, put it underneath the car without you even knowing, you don't even have no relation to this motherfucker whatsoever, and they tape drugs or some shit underneath the thing, and then they just wherever the fuck you park it on in the U.S. It
wouldn't make it to the U.S.
They're that thorough. If they tape 100 of them,
yeah, they wouldn't make it.
None of them will go through
from the bottom of the vehicle. Like no, they look through them with mirrors and stuff.
Every single one.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't work there.
I know, but
I would assume so.
There's shit getting in somehow.
Yeah, because
there's a reason why I'm sure these motherfuckers check the cars, right? They're probably pretty thorough, but let's say there's still shit gets through. Probably. Every checkpoint, shit gets through. There's a test that they did. Some people did too on airport, where like trying to make sure that like it's basically like random to a test or whatever to see fucking how much contraband will get through, and they had pistols in there and shit in their bags, and they acted like normal regular people. They went through, and they were able to get like a few guns, and like
into Mexico or
no, like
into the U.S.
No. It was a test. They were they were testing the airport security. Oh, and they're testing it to see, and it's like how good they're checking the shit, and there's some shit that got through. So to get a firearm, for them to miss a firearm is a big deal. Because
Yeah, because the people be making firearms that are like 3D print models and stuff. I don't even know how.
so it wouldn't. I mean, but
It
the
wouldn't.
ammo would though. The ammo would.
Well, you wouldn't take ammo.
Oh,
Right? I don't know if it has any metal parts or anything like that. But and then it's all disassembled.
Hmm.
And imagine if you only have a piece, and then I have a piece, and then the homeboy over there has a piece.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you wanted to use it on the airplane, you would need ammo. You seen that plane that crashed in like Brazil or some shit like that?
No.
It had like 60 something people in it, and it died. They all died. It just seen the video of it just spinning and then falls. And then
I was gonna say when you said the plane crashed, I was gonna say in Fallout 4 because I was playing that game yesterday, and there's a plane that crashes. So like
in Fallout
I'm
4,
like, Fallout 4? You talking about?
there's a plane that crashes in Fallout 4.
It's this the modded. the modded thing.
Oh, Fallout 4. I remember when the alien was it Fallout 4? Yeah, it was Fallout 4, wasn't it?
What alien?
Remember, it had to be Fallout 4. When is it Fallout 4? Yeah, it had to be Fallout 4. When you're walking, you're just walking. You ever had that when you're walking and then there's a spaceship that just crashes?
Oh,
and then
I
you
think
go,
You can walk up to it.
you walk up to it, and it's the aliens in the cave, and you got to kill them. He starts shooting at you.
Is that Fallout 4 or is that Grand Theft Auto or something?
No, it's and you get the alien gun.
Oh,
You get an
it is
alien
Fallout.
gun. Yeah, it is Fallout 4. You get an alien gun. I think it's Fallout 4. A little shit like that in games elevated hella crazy. Like Red Dead, the shit that when you're walking around and you see like somebody assaulting, trying to rob something, and
Yeah.
you can intervene. And then
That's what
there's-
makes it feel alive. Huh?
and special dialogue specifically that your character says to them and they say to you. It's like that's the type of shit that makes games memorable, because it's like never expect fucking
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, or these people that say help me, and then you can kill them or you can rob them
Or
and
they
shit.
set you up.
Yeah, it's like shit like that's tight. And like seems like Rockstar is the only one that's an elite when it comes to making games like that.
Because there's times where you can make this shit cinematic. Like when something happens like that, something's going on, and you stop a fight, then you end up killing the dude. But the way it happens, like the animations, everything just hits.
It looks
And
like a
then you
TV
look
show.
fluid. Like everything's fluid. I'm like, damn. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can stab people. You stab like crazy.
Remember how where my dad was watching you play, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, shoot the guy, shoot the guy." Shoot, and then I don't know. I remember too. It reminded me of like I don't know if it was Pepe or like there's one of our uncles when you were shooting somebody like in
Think
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was our uncle. He's like he's dead already.
Yeah, because you just kept.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just shooting.
that was
them.
Grand Theft Auto. What? That was probably 5. No, hell no. It had to be like 4, huh?
or 3.
3's too far back.
Because I don't remember when.
It's Fallout 4. Fallout 4. How we Grand Theft Auto 4?
Because I just remember you shooting him. He was dead already. You were still shooting him on the sidewalk, and he's like, "Yeah, he's dead already." Yeah, he's dead.
They probably thinking that this was crazy, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it seems psycho shit.
It does seem weird.
It seems psycho shit to get enjoyment from doing damage to a body, even if it's it's not a real. It's like an imaginary thing. I mean, it's not imaginary because you can control that world, but
Yes, it's hella weird. That is weird because in real life, that's terrifying, horrifying to a lot of people.
yeah,
And yet, like, even my mom, when she's seen me play games, she's like, "How do you even play that?" Like for her, there's not a difference.
yeah,
It's like I can't even watch you play that.
yeah. There's no
Bunch of blood,
distinction.
you shooting people, or Are you hitting people with like axes and stuff in the game? And it's like, how you? She's like, I can't watch that.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, we're over here. It was weird how we can. What do they call that?
Differentiate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's because I think we grew up with games, so we know the difference from a game to real life. I would never do that to somebody in real life. I would never get enjoyment from that.
But it's weird how we get enjoyment out of that in a simulation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, even when it comes to animals, I don't like killing them. I don't like
even like when guns in the games they feel good. Something tight about that. It's weird. Or you get a headshot and like how the ragdoll physics.
Yeah.
When it looks real, the realer it is, the tighter it is for some reason. That's weird though. Why do we want realism with violence?
I don't know.
For some reason it's fun.
It's tight. Yeah.
Yeah, but in real life you're like,
Yeah, I don't know what
you
it
wouldn't
is.
when you kill somebody, you wouldn't be like, how you fell? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Headshot from a distance. Maybe some people will.
The cycles.
Yeah, no, with the people at war. Like the military. They be blowing people up and like, yeah.
I seen videos of this Ukraine shit, them dropping, because you know how they be using drones to drop
like grenades and stuff
shit?
like that. Yeah, right on their heads and stuff.
I seen the accuracy these motherfuckers have now. How they be doing that. And it's scary. How accurate
people say that's coward shit though.
But that's war now though. That's the new war. And it seems like this Ukraine Russia shit is opened up a lot of new tactics that at least in modern times that people probably maybe the governments knew, but the public was not aware of. Like these fucking using drones for all kinds of shit, strapping bombs on them. Because if you think about it, a lot of these like attack helicopters and tanks and shit are worth millions of dollars to build. You put a bomb on a fucking drone that's $1,000 and you fly that motherfucker straight into it. So the cost effectiveness to fucking destroy these shit ton of like worth a lot of money, it's like it's gonna change the whole shit. It's gonna be puro fucking drones, drone on drone action. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be from now on. And it's like, how far away can you control a drone?
Hella far.
And like this is like, if you think about it, just what's open to the public. How far can you control a public drone, like a shit you can buy from the store?
Well, my drone goes pretty far. We'll go from right here to like probably like 4 or 5 minutes out.
You think like a mile?
I think a little bit more than that. I think more than that.
But like to control something a mile away, that's just what's available. Like it's probably not even, that's old shit too. You bought your drone a long time ago. Like the modern day shit, let's say it's 2 miles for like.
It's probably way more than that.
But let's just say 2 miles for a public owned like bought drone. The military, what do you think the range on that shit is? For the U.S. Army.
They could use satellite, yeah.
They use some crazy shit, yeah. They probably can control it unlimited. Like, it's crazy to think that now it's like if people are just going to use drones, you'd be able to hear them, but not until it's too late. I seen fucking Russians like begging the drone to not kill them. Like there's a good amount of them just begging, and they don't give a fuck. They still blow them up. And I'm like, it just seems fucked up. It seems fucked up to do, but that's war. And it's like it's just they have no control. It's like they're forced to fight, otherwise you go to jail.
So, but I think you just gotta start going to jail. I mean, but who knows certain countries like Russia what would do if a huge part of the population that was in the military said, we're fucking going to jail then. You know? I think in the US, I mean, Well, I think like in the US, only a handful of people have done that. In times where how they were like, you know how you get drafted? Like, you know how, what was it, World War II? Where they were just, if you were 18, you got to go. Well, they did a new bill now that whoever was 18 to 24, I think, was automatically registered.
For the US?
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, good thing I'm not 24 anymore.
Oh, because they say there's a cutoff. There's a cutoff for
they want young bucks. I'm not
Yeah.
a young buck anymore. Yeah.
They'll still get your ass though. They needed you. They recruit 60-year-olds. They don't give a fuck.
And the training will probably just be like,
it's all physical. And I was talking to one of the guys that was in the army, and he did the army, and then I think he switched it up and did National Guard, where you got to go every month. Once a month, you got to go to like a military base, and you do like 2 weeks of or not 2 weeks, a few days.
Every month?
Yeah, every month you do weekend or something like that.
While you're active?
No, like you just have a regular job. You working at McDonald's, whatever the fuck you're doing. And then once a month you got to go for a weekend to training forever. Or
Why?
for your not forever, for like 2 years you're signed up. It's like going to the army.
Oh.
But you're just on call in case they need you. And then every month you got to do a weekend for training or whatever. For like 2 years. But then you get checks and benefits and all that shit too. But I was talking to him and he was telling me that shit's soft now. He said, except for the Marines. He said that for training, like boot camp.
Yeah.
He said, it's nothing. That's what he's saying. He said for training, like basic training for the army and for National Guard shit.
Yeah, but I've seen Marines nowadays that I know personally. And I'm like, you got in? That's what makes me think like, well, I could definitely get in if you got in.
Based on...
Because I'm going into the camp like, damn, hopefully I would get in. But when you see that, confidence goes way up. Because this person's more out of shape than me. And I've seen them break easy. So I would be like, oh, it would take a lot to break me.
Yeah, if it's a mental thing.
The only thing is I hate water shit. That shit would suck. But I would force myself through it.
Yeah.
I'd probably pass out. I don't know if I would pass out though. But who knows?
The something about the physical torture type shit is like something about that is kind of appealing though. I've always liked to see whether or not I can survive it, because I would be like, you gotta be a tough motherfucker to survive that. But I've never met any Marine in real life.
Well, I had a friend.
No, I have.
I had a friend who did the training, and he was gonna be a Marine, but he hurt his toe, and they sent him home. And they said he was no longer eligible.
He hurt his toe?
Yeah, I don't remember what happened fully. If it was a bad injury or what it was, he messed up his toe, and he said they sent him home. And he said he wanted to stay there. I remember he said they would make you sleep. And they were with all the windows open, no blankets. And I guess it was cold. Cold as shit. And he said, that's how you would sleep. He said it would be hard to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, that would suck. And then wake you up at like weird times and hey, just get up, get ready, start running.
Marine training, huh?
Yeah. Shit like that would suck.
Line up, boys. Fuck. I need my daily suck off.
That's all of them? All 3,900 of them?
No, they have 2 people, huh? 2 lines. 2 minutes apiece. That's tough training right there. I would never go. This episode is brought to you by Casa Flores Taqueria and more. The restaurant is now officially open. I recommend everybody to get out there. The address is 6907 West Side Saginaw Road, Bay City, Michigan, 48706. If you would like to call ahead and place an order, the number is 989-316-4644. 1230. They're officially open. Pull up. You won't regret it. Now let's get back to the podcast. Yo. Huh?
So you know how like you sleep in the basement, and sometimes you see like bugs down there.
Yeah.
So like, when's the last time you seen a spider down there?
A spider?
Yeah.
It's probably been like a week.
But like, have you ever seen a spider, but
Yeah.
then you lose it, and then it's just there? Like you see a spider, but like you look back and it's not there anymore.
I've lost it before, but I mean I don't worry about it though. If I lose it, I'm like, oh, you're lucky.
Unless it's a tarantula.
You got to live.
I'm trying to make myself feel better because I seen a spider room. I don't know where it is now. I'm scared.
But where was it at though?
Like, my ear.
Where was it
Well,
at though?
like, I was playing my game on my computer, and then it like crawls next to my mouse, and like I try hitting it, but then it crawls behind my PC or somewhere. Now I don't know where it is.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna stay on the floor somewhere.
But like literally the next like a few days ago, like 2 days ago, I seen a spider on my ceiling. So I tried hitting it with my shoe, and it had fell to the ground.
Yeah, sometimes you hit it and you lose it, huh?
There.
Yeah, that's happened to me a lot. Well, I told you, like, the only thing that, I mean, if there's a spider in my room, that don't bother me. If there's an insect on my bed, that bothers me. There was like a little, I don't know what this is called, but it has like 2 points at the end.
It's a pincher.
Yeah, the little pincher boys. There was one on my pillow. That was probably like a month ago. And ever since then, I'm always paranoid now. When I'm sleeping and I feel something by my ear, sometimes it's just a pillow, and I get paranoid.
Yeah. But that always happens to me when I find a spider in my room and I lose it.
Yeah, but if it's not on your bed, you'll be fine. You need to spray some mint. They say mint supposedly keeps them away.
Mint?
Yeah, like mint flavor something.
Oh.
You're gonna wake up with it tonight.
I know. It's gonna be like in my ear.
Just sleep in the kids' room.
I know. Like, should I sleep in my mom's room or something?
Sleep in the kids' room.
I'll probably do that because I don't know what that spider is.
How big was it?
Probably as big as like my thumbnail.
Oh, so it's not that big. It was like a long leg one.
No, it was one of those like tiny, thick, fast ones.
The jumpers?
No, it's not a jumping spider.
The black ones?
Yeah.
The little small black ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even think those are like, they bite or anything.
It's not about them biting. It's just I don't want them crawling on me. It's still creepy.
And I'm always worried about them getting in my ear.
Because lately I've been sleeping with my mouth open lately. I don't know why, but I don't want it like crawling in my mouth or something.
It's just protein.
You just chew it real quick.
I know. I just eat it in my sleep.
What would you do if that happened?
I mean, I would think it would die on its own, cause like stomach acid, right?
No, that's after you eat it. Yeah, if you eat it, yeah.
But if it's just like crawling in my mouth,
you gotta chomp it though. You gotta chew it to kill it first. A little 1, 2.
Yeah.
So you would eat it?
I would. No, if that would happen, I'd probably like kill it with my teeth and spit it out. Swallow it.
Dang. That's some soldier stuff right there.
Even if it was a huge spider, though?
I don't think I would have chomped it. I think I would just stick my hand in my mouth and yank it out.
Even then, just spit it.
To bite it? Might as well just eat it. If you're going to bite it, might as well just chomp it up.
I mean, if it doesn't taste that bad,
I don't know.
If it's nasty, then probably.
Well, you still...
Like, when like when was the last time you seen like a bug or something, and then you just went to sleep with no care.
All the time. As long as it's not on my bed. If it's on my bed, I won't go to sleep.
Luckily, you don't have like mouse down there, like mice.
Yeah, no, I just have like little insects from
Because
the
one
outside.
time at my old house in Mount Morris, we had mice, and I was laying in bed. It was like 12 o'clock at night, and I felt something by my ear, and it was a mouse.
Dang.
In your bed?
Yeah, in my bed.
And what'd you do? You panicked?
I like jumped up and I hit it with my pillow, and it like went under my bed somewhere.
Dang, that's never
And I went
happened to
my
me.
mom's room.
It's never happened to me.
I got scared and I started crying. I
How
went to my
big?
mom's room. I mean, it was a mouse, so it's like as big as your hand.
That's a rat.
No, like I'm comparing my hand. My hand's smaller. Like it's like compared to like my hand, size hand, or
Oh,
on a size hand. Like it wasn't big, but it wasn't small. Like it was like medium size.
It was licking your ear?
No, I just felt like when they do
probably
like,
just
that little,
crawled.
like like that nose twitch
Oh, yeah.
thing. That's what I felt.
It was just
Like, by my
smelling
ear.
you?
Dang.
I don't know. That's why I felt like right like on my ear.
Damn. Yeah, no, I never had that before. That would be scary. That's just how I would have to kill it. I wouldn't go to sleep till I killed it.
Yeah, because if it was on your bed,
Yeah, because it got up there somehow, and it can get up there again.
It's because like my bed, it was like on my bed frame, and my bed frame had these little like slits in it, and it crawled through that. Because my bed frame now doesn't have that, but like the old one I had, it had like these little like bars, and that's how it climbed through it, and then got to my bed by my pillow.
dang. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not worried about a spider.
Mm,
You'll be
Yeah.
all right.
but I slept right after that mouse incident, so.
You went back to sleep? Yeah. On the same bed?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like after like 20 minutes of sitting there, I didn't see it anymore. So I was like, that's probably fine. And then I went back to sleep.
You never found them?
Hmm?
You guys never found them?
Well, my dad had placed like mouse traps, and then he'd always like kill the mouse after that. Because like they always like would end up in the traps, and then he'd kill them.
I used to assassinate them.
With the shovel, huh?
Yeah, no. A long time when we had them, because we would have the sticky traps, and when they would get caught, they would just tweak in there, and they would live for like a day or two. And I used to think that was pretty cruel. So what I would do is I would just get the BB gun right to the back of the head. Boom.
That's what my dad did.
It's because I feel like that's better.
He's more humane.
That's more human. That's why I did it, because I felt bad just the thing tweaking there. So I'm like, nah, I gotta hit him. And
My
what?
dad didn't like doing it.
And the problem when you do that, he didn't like doing that.
My dad didn't care.
No,
You just throw them in the trash?
Like my dad.
he said he would
like,
shoot him.
Like yeah, he would shoot him. Like whenever he would see a mouse, he'd shoot it like right there, and then in the head, and then blood would be everywhere. And we'd have to clean that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that's
he's mad
nasty.
about it, like,
That's-
oh, I just got another one, shot it right in the head.
yeah.
He's mad about it. Yeah, no shame. Right?
Yeah, because I learned because I did that one time inside, and sometimes they do bleed.
no,
so-
every time he shot it, it bled a lot. Like it looked like a crime scene.
Yeah,
Blood spurt.
and I would always turn it away from me, so he wouldn't look at me and wouldn't move his head. You just hit him. But when you do that, sometimes you meet a Tupac.
He still lives?
There was one it was a small one. I put it up, boom, and I missed his head, so I hit him like in his neck area, and he was still alive. And then I hit him again, boom, and then I hit him around his stomach area. And then I hit him again, trying to hit him in his head, and I was missing or something. But he took like 3-4 shots before. I think probably like the 5th shot killed him. Because I was like, oh, I gotta hit him.
How many pumps?
Like I think I just do like 10.
Each time, so you had to sit there.
Yeah,
Pump
because
it.
I had to put enough force in there for that boy to go. I don't want him to suffer. With one, it's too little. You gotta obliterate him so that way he don't feel nothing.
10 pumps.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Thank you for listening to the AB podcast. You can follow us in the links below. All our social medias are linked there. If you want to buy some merch, the merch that we're usually wearing in the podcast, you can buy it as well. The link will be below.